Mayor of Plymouth, Councillor Chastaud.
Hello everyone, have a seat. We'd like to Okay, welcome everyone. Helen, how are you? Okay. Are we live, aren't we?
Are we live? We are.
Right, okay. So hopefully, councillors, obviously we've got a slightly different meeting today, haven't we? So let's crack on. So I'm just going to just briefly set out the information which you are all familiar with, which is our usual taken as read, declarations of interest. I think we've had any that I've seen. Any items requiring urgent attention to be brought to our attention. You are all familiar with the provisions under the Freedom of Information Act 2000 and the Data Protection Act 2018. So I won't go into that. Mobile telephones, please. Councillors and members of the public are asked to ensure that mobile phones are either off or are on silent to avoid any disruption. Obviously, if anyone does need to take a call, please just leave the chamber as quietly as possible. Now, this meeting is being recorded for the purposes of the minutes, and as you'll know, we are also being live streamed. By remaining in the room, everyone is deemed to consent to that recording, but of course, if there are any worries about that, then let us know now before we go any further. Public participation, we haven't got any today, have we? Right, okay. So moving on to our agenda, part one. We're now in formal discussion, councillors, and we're going to start with our moment of reflection. And Helen has hopefully joined us this evening. So Helen, would you like to just introduce yourself and then lead us into a few words, please?
Yes, thank you so much. I'm Helen Bell. I'm the Methodist minister in Teignmouth, but also serve in Dawlish, Shelburne and Bishopstainton. And we recently had a church leaders group meeting in Teignmouth, where we really reflected on what a privilege it is to come to these council meetings and to lead you in prayer at the beginning, and also what a great joy it is now to be able to come to the youth council and hear about all that the young people are planning and offering to the town, and to pray with them too at the end. So it's my privilege to do both those things in consecutive weeks. So and a very special meeting to come tonight because you have been the only mayor that I've ever known of Teignmouth, because I've only been here 18 months. So it's good to be with you, especially this evening. And if you'd like to join me, I'm just going to say a short prayer. Loving God, we ask that you would bless this council meeting. Bless our mayor and all our councillors as we give thanks for all that has been achieved since the last meeting and the challenges that are still before us. We ask that you would be our guide and our wisdom through the agenda. Bless all those who seek to serve their local communities, but especially tonight we give thanks to you for Mayor Kate's service to this town, all that has been achieved and celebrated during her tenure. And so we ask your blessing upon us and upon this town, in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Helen. You're very welcome to stay
Yes,
for the next part. So it is the election of mayor for 2026-2027. So as you will see from the agenda, I will be calling for a nomination and then voting. So do we have any nominations?
I nominate Councillor Lillian Chastaud to be mayor.
Do we have a seconder for Councillor Giselle? Please, yes, Councillor Jackson. Is there anyone else who is wanting to stand? Otherwise, can we have a show of hands for Councillor Chester, please? Would you come over yourself? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you?
I'm abstaining.
You're abstaining, yeah. Okay. Right, so what we then have to do is, I have to get these off you, right? So, will you want pins?
No,
Okay,
sure,
right,
just-
just have to have them. So, let's do this we'll try and do this in a ladylike, fashionable way if we can, because it's a really good thing. So, do you want us to actually do all of this?
Is that all right?
Probably easier. So, why don't we come up to the front, because it would be really nice to have you front that with a photograph. Okay, we have to do this. Well, yes, I think probably.
Yeah.
It'll be easier to do it on a chair, won't it? No, we'll hide the chair so you photograph. Right, there we go. Yeah, are you sure you don't want the pin?
No, it'll be all right.
Right. How's that? Okay, so now you stand up, we'll get rid of the chair, and then we'll do a little photograph. Sit down now. Oh, is it? Yeah, so you've got some paperwork to do now.
Okay.
Right, and then we will do.
It is heavy at the front, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gosh. Right.
You're right.
We're all right.
We'll pin you in, because it is. And then we'll let you see for
Yes.
This is what you used to do with this.
Yeah.
Never a fashion guru. It's always, there we go. That's it. That's
Amazing. Thank you.
all right. You want to do what you want to do?
Please.
So,
Sign on the data, and then I will witness
okay. Get in.
it. Thank
You
you.
got a
Chair.
picture of us signing it? Yeah.
Can I hold this and then use them time? I think the interviews are done. So that's.
We should stay there.
Yeah, should we go back up?
We're in and out. You can't say you don't get entertained. There we go.
So, we've
Go on then. Very good picture, haven't we? There we go. Let's hold that. There we are. I've got one that'll match the husband's now. They're twins at home. Sorry, James. Right, okay. Tell you what, you go here now. We'll swap over our chair, and you'll need to do your acceptance speech.
Is it acceptance speech next?
Yes, it is.
And then we have your address.
Yes.
Right.
I might want to change your name to
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll do it.
One step at a time. There we are, all right. I will be moving in a moment. You want me to do the next one?
So I don't have much to say, to be honest with you. I didn't want to do anything that was too long, but I wanted to do some thank yous because all of you fellow councillors have done so much for this town and you care so much, and I think you deserve a massive thanks for that. I'd like to thank the staff who help us to, keep this place running. So thank you, Ian and Terrell and everyone behind the scenes. And I'd like to give my big thank you to Kate, who has been mentoring me throughout this last year and has been just a huge source of support. So, thank you for that.
Yeah, sure.
My last little place, because it's not coming to but thank you all very much.
Well, it's my turn now. I'll just grab some water before I do that. I thought, should I do some words along there? I'm always quiet, so I thought that's So, okay. I'll try not to cry while I do this, all right? But I'll be fine here. So, well, when I first put on this chain of office for Tingler, I promised to wear it very lightly, but carry the responsibility very seriously. So, 2 years on, and also a third year, of course, as a deputy, I still feel the same amount of pride as I do today. Humility as well, because we don't serve alone. Pride, because I feel that this town council has achieved a lot for our town. Maybe not everyone will agree on what we have done or how we've gone about things. But one of the important factors that we should always remember is that councillors and residents always hold different views. But this is democracy, this is what happens. And as a mayor, as an elected mayor, over the last couple of years, I sought to discharge my role in accordance with the law, with standing orders, statutory frameworks, and the known principles. And that's not always easy to do because you have to act robustly at times, even if it is not wanted, and to try and do things transparently, usually with a very deep breath and a large glass of water, as you'll see. So, to the people of Tingler, I have to say thank you because I have been stopped many times in the street. I've had people write to me. I've had people challenge me, encourage me, and trust me to keep the shared hopes that we've got for this town and the high expectations on being focused for this job. And that does keep you on your toes. To those councillors who've supported me here at Tingler Town Council, but also at the District Council, across all parties and perspectives, I'm grateful for their time, their dedication, and to prove that it is often the case that you debate fiercely, but you can still shake hands after doing so. As we know, being a councillor and democracy is noisy, it's untidy, it's exhausting, but it's worthwhile if you do the job properly. And while we do not agree on everything, I do think that as a whole, we deliver quite a lot. So a few thanks to Ian, our town clerk, and to our outstanding officers and staff. You quietly keep this show on the road. Thank you for that. Good governance, proper governance, rarely makes the headlines. It's not sexy enough. But without it, we wouldn't have any headlines at all. So you've been professional, patient, and your attention to detail has been the quiet power that goes behind what we as councillors can achieve. In particular, I have heartfelt thanks to Terrell. You've been a godsend to me. So we have Patrick, our town crier. I sent my personal thanks to him, even though he's not here, because he gives time and attention to all of our civic events. We have our volunteers, community leaders, too many to mention, and I've forgotten. And they've assisted and encouraged us. They run their charities, their youth groups, organisations for all of our residents, our faith communities, having in your teams, sports clubs, arts and heritage projects. They are the beating heart of this town. They never wait for permission to be kind, they just get on with it. To Keith, you're looking at me now, and the Tingler Chamber of Trade and Commerce, and to our local businesses across this town. You are resilient, you invest here, and you're keeping going through challenging times. And when businesses in this town are thriving, so does our community and the people who are with them. To our schools and youth organisations, the future was in your classrooms yesterday. They're volunteering at our events today, and they will be leading this town tomorrow. It's those youth members that remind me why our civic service matters. And then working with me and Terrell, particularly over the last 12 months, it reminds us of how important it is to engage our youth members over our tenures as councillors. These last couple of years have brought headwinds and tailwinds. We've faced rising living costs, stretched services, but we've seen renewal, pride in our town, care for the most vulnerable, and confidence in planning a continuous future with the projects that this town council wishes to bring to fruition. 3 achievements stand out for me personally. We launched the Tinworth Youth Council. That's giving young people in this town a real voice and plenty of energy to feel the lift. We have secured funding for the new seafront lighting, and once completed will make a promenade safer, more welcoming, and let's be honest, much nicer for an evening stroll. It's a small change with a big impact on how residents and visitors experience Tinworth. And I hope that over the next few months, this project will be implemented to the conclusion by our new mayor and our deputy, whoever that may be. And yes, I'm very proud to say we have new toilets in our town, new brilliant town toilets, a practical improvement to help everyone, including older people, families, the terminally ill, disabled residents and visitors, making people feel welcome. They will stay open longer. This will encourage people to enjoy our town, especially in rural months. In a time when so many public conveniences are closing, opening new ones is about dignity, inclusion and pride in those public spaces. Our new toilets provide an essential infrastructure. Opening new ones means investments, inclusion, financial savings for residents and a town that will work for everyone. It is not a glamorous project, but it is an essential one and absolutely worth celebrating. And to Lily, our Deputy Mayor, now Mayor, you have my full confidence, as well as my thanks for your help and support throughout the year. As Mayor, the chain may feel heavy at first, but it is quite enlightened by the goodwill of others and the strength of the team around you. Possibly, you'll also build up some shoulder strength too. You are a brilliant councillor for this town councillor and for our community. I also thank Peter, sitting with you on that. He and my family have been very patient over the last 2 to 3 years. Civic life has a habit of invading evenings and weekends, and dinner plans rarely survive it unscathed. You have shared me generously with our town, thank you. And as I conclude, at long last, I return to something that I have said many times before. A town is not just streets and buildings, but the promises that we keep to one another, to be neighbourly, to take pride in our shared place, to look out for those who need it most, and to give our children deep roots and wide horizons. Although I'm tonight retiring as Mayor, I'm not retiring from Tinworth. I'll still be around, offering support, continued acts for others, and when necessary, being just that little bit in the way. Thank you for the honour of serving this role. It's been a privilege.
So our next point of order is the call for nominations for Deputy Mayor of Tinworth. Do we have anyone?
Can I propose Councillor Michael Jackman? Who's
you.
unfortunately not here, but he should be able to.
Do we have a second for that?
Yeah, I'll second that.
I'll second that, lovely. Do we have any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Councillor Joan Atkins.
Thank you. Do we have a second for that?
I'll second that.
Who? Sorry, I can hear.
Joan Atkins. Thank you, Keith, for seconding that, lovely. Okay, so we need a vote on both, don't we?
Yeah.
So let's start with Councillor Mike Jackman. All in favour? Do we need to go against some abstentions or just leave it up? Okay, can we have a vote for Councillor Joan Atkins, please?
Six. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you very much. I believe that if you would accept the nomination, Joan is. if that's correct order. Yes, what, Jim? Okay. I think we might need to go through Linda again, if that's all right, everyone, because this time we'll do that.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as I see it. Yeah.
Right, should we go and do it this way?
Where do you go?
Is that better? Slightly? No?
Because we'll just give you the hand.
Okay, that's people's Sorry.
Sorry, David.
Would you like to sign the declaration, council? Yes, Joe, because it might obstruct.
Did you want to take a photograph?
Would you guys?
He doesn't.
Try not to smash the
Yeah, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, show you.
I'll just hand you over to Joan for a few words, that's all right, councillors?
Yeah, thanks everybody for putting your faith in my judgment over the next year. I think Lily will make a superb mayor for us. She's not quite as long in the tooth as me, so she won't have as long a memory of things that have gone on in the past, and I will be happy to support with that, as I'm always happy for all councillors if they don't remember things and they can't work out how procedures go. And I look forward to this year, hopefully getting some more achievements as Kate said, actually chalked up and finished. I think one of our biggest problems, which people don't realise, is it's not the town council that drags their feet on this. It's very often our senior councils, the Teambridge Council Planning Department, which has held up an awful lot of things, and Devon County as well, with some of our schemes for roads, etc. So we beaver away at things like that. We try to develop relationships with organisations. We have a very good one with the police, which I've hopefully fostered over some few years again. So I look forward to something really positive this year, and I really do hope that we can make this happen in a positive and thoughtful way, and not continue to actually war with each other about things. Democracy actually is something that is government by the people, for the people. And in England, it's done by elected representatives, which is ourselves here. It's not something that you take on lightly, because you have to weigh up all sorts of things, not just the very vocal elements of the constituents, residents, whatever you want to call them. It's the things that we have to look at in terms of greater good, whether we can afford it, whether we need to put money behind for it. And in all of this, our clerk keeps us legal, keeps us informed, and actually isn't political in the things that he does, despite what's been said recently. He actually makes information available to us to enable us to make rational decisions with the best information that we can get. So we look forward to a more fruitful year again with the clerk and all these wonderful staff, our pixies, elves, whichever you want to call them. They do a sterling job, and again, there's an awful lot of stuff. They're like even ducklings, it's not. They're paddling like mad underneath and doing a really good job of keeping us together and working on all our committees with us and for us. So, you know, let's continue with that and be positive and move onwards. And I'll be there to remind you if you need me.
Thank you,
Okay.
Jo. I do believe our next agenda item is apologies for absence. We have one from Councillor Jackman,
Councillor Jackman, yes.
so we will receive note and approve that. Declarations of interest, there were none. So there are no dispensations. We do have a police report. Really do we like that, do we just
There's nobody here to take any questions, so.
That's unfortunate, but okay. County council reports, we don't have any, I believe. District council reports, we don't have any.
You've got one online, like the town council, district council, and all the other bits. The
Fabulous, So there is a district council report attached to Councillor Atkins' report, which is attached to the town council report. I'm doing this on laptop, obviously if you're doing it on paper, it's not that. Town council reports, we have one from Councillor Jackson and also one from Councillor Atkins. Do we have any questions on these agendas?
Yes,
Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed the top one. Sorry, thank you, Kate. Do we have any questions, comments, etc. on that, or are we happy to accept all those? Fabulous, we don't have any reports from outside bodies? No.
Again, minor down in there. One you need to be aware of is the Council Advocates Police and Crime Commissioner. There's been an update on that just today, if I may.
Yes, please.
You may have read somewhere that there have been 15 towns that, yeah, okay, thank you. There have been 15 towns which are receiving street wardens this year, and I thought, hang on, who are they? Because they were quite unspecific about where these wardens were going. And I wrote to Alison Hernandez's office to see if somebody clarify what's going on. And I only had a reply this morning, which is in my papers here somewhere. But it seems that essentially, I understand why Teignmouth Town Council and local businesses will want clarity on this, particularly given the town's seasonal pressures and the value of visible uniformed presence during the summer months. The first point to clarify is that hotspot policing and street marshal funding are related, but not quite the same thing. Because you may remember a couple of years ago, we had some street wardens that were paid for by the Police and Crime Commissioner. So I was a bit concerned. I know we weren't technically a hotspot policing area, but read on. Hotspot locations are identified through analysis of antisocial behaviour, serious violence and other relevant public place demands, with areas prioritised according to the volume and concentration of these offences. Over the last 2 years, the Devon and Cornwall Hotspot Policing Programme was funded by the Home Office and focused on the highest volume hotspot locations across the force area. From April 26, Devon and Cornwall Police is rolling hotspot policing into business as usual neighbourhood policing. This means that every sector, including Teignmouth, has now had a hotspot identified and is receiving targeted police patrol activity in that location. So to be clear, Teignmouth has not been excluded from hotspot policing. Teignmouth does have an identified hotspot, and that area will receive targeted patrols as part of the force-wide BAU model, business as usual. The separate issue is street marshal funding. Street marshals are a local authority-led provision funded and commissioned by local authorities, bids, that's the business, what are they? Business something developed, business, can't think, something to do with business, yeah, what that is, Keith? Bids,
It's where you will pay more council, business rates and get something back from that. So it's an area of
okay.
commercial properties that agree to it.
Right, it's usually town centres and things like that, I know, or other local partners. In the original Home Office funded hotspot programme, street marshals formed part of the delivery model in the 15 highest volumes hotspot towns. That's easy to say. The OPCC has now agreed to contribute towards continuing street marshal provision in those existing 15 locations for a further 6 months to support transition arrangements following the end of Home Office funding. Teignmouth was not one of those original top 15 hotspots found by crime volume and concentration, which is why it's not included in the OPCC contribution towards street marshal provision. That decision doesn't reflect a lack of recognition of Teignmouth's summer pressures or the value of CCTV investment made locally. It simply reflects the methodology used to allocate limited street marshal funding to those locations with the highest recorded hotspot demand. I hope that helps clarify the position. In summary, Teignmouth does have an identified policing hotspot and is receiving targeted police patrols through the new business as usual hotspot policing model. But it's not receiving Police and Crime Commissioner supported street marshal funding because that funding is limited to the existing 15 highest volume hotspot towns. I thought it was worth reading that out in full so that you get the complete picture then of we haven't been abandoned and we will be getting some cover. They're obviously not going to tell us when the hotspot is because that gives the game away, really, or where our hotspot is. So we are being ignored, and I think we should be grateful to Alison for that. I think that's really good news that we've actually got some people. Does bear out, of course, though, the message report, because if you make the reports, even if you might feel that they don't come to you sort of within any sort of sensible time and you're told to ring 101, it does mean that they build a history of what's happening here, and that then allows the inspectors to apply for resourcing. Incidentally, if you've read my report, you'll know that we don't yet have a replacement for Sean Roper, but we're now being overseen by James Johnson, who was here before. He's based at Newton Abbot. He's running a holding brief on that until anybody is back into post here. So it's business as usual there, really. Talk to your local contacts, or if you've something you want to discuss about it, talk to me. Okay, thank you very much.
Please, Marshall.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I just wanted to ask the council when that was dated, that letter from Alison Hernandez,
That letter was
please.
dated 30th of April.
So, because we've got on your police report, sorry,
No, that police report is from the police.
from,
From the police.
yes,
That one.
I know that. I'm just wondering whether you, because looking at what we have been reported in the last month, I think some of that might warrant a bit more pressure on Alison Hernandez. I'm
Well,
sure you're doing everything you can anyway, but looking at, there's some serious stuff on there.
I can respond to that in one
Yeah.
thing. There's a member of the public that's written in expressing extreme concern that her son had been assaulted and the assailant was known and photographed, and yet the Crime Prosecution Service, even though it was on CCTV, was unable to take it further in public interest. This is usually because of the quality of the supporting evidence. There's also been a change in the sentencing laws, which mean the emphasis on court sentences is changing. They are becoming far less custodial. There's a whole raft of stuff there. I have an email on that I can circulate to you. But this lady felt very aggrieved that the assailant of her son was walking free, so was asking if we could see what the monitoring was. That was copied round to everybody, so if you looked at your emails, you would have seen the letter. And I said in that letter I would take it forward, which I have. And Abby, who is our sergeant, who's technically on leave but has corresponded with me on this, has come back and said, was the lady asked about an ongoing review, because at the time of there being no further CPS action, there is generally, do you wish to appeal for that and put it under review? And she was offered that opportunity. She has taken it up, and it's again been refused. And she's going to appeal once more. This is a difficult issue because you've got the police on one side and you've got the antisocial behaviour people and funding through Tinbridge. They haven't responded as yet, but I have referred them through the information I get from the Police and Crime Commissioners seminars to the Victims of Crime service that they offer, counselling and all sorts of things that are available. I think it's called Victim Care Support. You can soon find it on their website anyway, where they will offer counselling to people, because she said her son is really still quite disturbed about it. She feels quite disturbed about it, as you can well imagine. And so it is important that information like that is passed to the community. And you will see that I normally do some sort of report here, and I am always circulating stuff around to councillors that comes through from Alison Hernandez's office. They are prolific in the things that they're doing. So it's really a question of keeping up to speed on that, and I will do my best to keep you up to speed to it all. And what else is there? It's antisocial behaviour and youth crime.
I'm talking particularly about the first paragraph.
Actually, I don't know, because in the absence of Sean Roper, we haven't had that meeting. I think that my meeting with James Johnson, I believe, is next week. We normally have a monthly meeting, and next Tuesday. So I will be seeing him then. He's reinstating those meetings in the interim period, which is when I would normally have been able to say to you exactly what that was, but I don't know yet. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, I believe that brings on to the clerk's report. Do we have any questions or comments on that, or any additions?
No additions.
Any additions? Okay, we will really vote on this. Tell me if I'm missing steps. The Youth Council, we have the annual report of the Youth Council, and we have the minutes of the previous meeting. I again believe we don't have to note, we just note that, don't we? Do we have any questions on the Youth Council? No? Fantastic. Good.
Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry, that's what I missed.
That's right. Just was wondering how many you've got now.
How many have we got now? We've got 8, 9?
Well, I think we've got 10 at the moment.
Is it 10?
10, yeah. So we've got 10, and they range from 10 up to 15. So I think we've got space for a couple more if anyone knows of any, certainly around that 13, 14 age, you might be interested to come along. Our next meeting is on Tuesday. So, yeah, updates from there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Fabulous kids, they're wonderful.
They are. We next need to approve the minutes of the last meeting on the 7th of April. I'm assuming everyone's had time to get through them. So we need to get a proposal, is that right? Yeah.
I'll propose.
Kate will vote. Dan, second. Lovely. All those in favour? Any abstentions? I'm going to have
Yes, I wasn't there.
3 who weren't there. Fantastic, thank you. That was enough. Lovely. So next we have the minutes of committees for adoption. Do we do it on doc?
You can, yes.
If we're happy to, should we do it on doc? I think that makes more sense, doesn't it? So we have planning, another planning, events, yeah. So anyone happy to propose those? Thank you, Jackie. Please happy to second them. All in favour? Would you like to abstain?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm abstaining because I'm chairman of the team which is the planning committee.
Okay, that's absolutely fine, so we've got 2 abstentions.
It was unanimous.
I think it was, wasn't it? There was no other abstentions, yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So that takes us on to the schedule of meetings. Meetings calendar, it is complex, but it is very, very nicely done. It is quite pretty, isn't it? It's helpful. So we just need to, I mean, obviously, if there's any questions or comments, we can take those. If not, then we need a proposal. Anyone have a second? Kate has a second. Okay,
Second was Kate.
second is Kate. All in favour? I think that's unanimous. Thank you very much. So, the election of councillors to committee, it says to, help me out there, because it says on draft, but obviously they're all separate.
I think it'd be easier to do them separately.
Easiest to interpret, okay.
So for assets, we've had 4 names come through, which is Colin, Keith, and Joe. Committee is a committee of 6, so I have to do with 2 more.
I'd be happy to stay on that system.
Brilliant, thank you, Dan. Anyone else want to add something to these? Brings up to the recommended 6. Hey, lovely, thank you.
Okay. So we do the vote on that, if there's no others, for the 6, and then we'll do the chair and the vice.
Okay, so let's just vote on that. Do you propose it or do you just
Yeah, proposing.
propose? Thank you, Rob. Kate seconding. All in favour?
Sorry, could you speak up?
Yes, of course I can, Amanda, sorry. So we need to vote on that, please, all in favour?
And we have one or 2 requests for chair, which was Keith, who's the current chair, and Joan would say either chair or vice. Propose Keith for chair.
Second.
Okay, I'll take Amanda second, if that's all right.
Okay, yeah. Is that unanimous?
Can we vote on that? I'll do this.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Vice chair, we have 1 nominee there. That's Atkins.
Anyone happy to propose?
I'll propose councillor Atkins. In the vice.
You have a second, Dan seconded.
That's Dan, was it?
Fantastic, can we have a vote on that, please? Lovely, that's very nice. So that was, that's simply done.
Yep.
Okay,
Events, again, committee of 6, we have 6 names that have been put forward in advance, which was Keith, Mike, Vanda, Jackie, Kent, and Jim.
okay.
So unless there are any other names, you can vote as it is.
Anyone else who put up for events, or are we happy with that? Sorry, was that a, no? No. Oh, no, sorry. I didn't propose it, you know.
Because I thought that was actually done at a later time of the year.
Well, the
I know we're
committee,
doing it tonight, but I thought.
the committee might not meet till later in the year, but
Just so I know that last.
it's routine to do all the committees in May.
I appreciate that, but last year we actually waited, so I'm just checking that out.
Thank you, Brandon. Can we have a proposer for that committee, please?
Keith.
That's very racist. And second, please. Oh, God, yeah. Okay.
Vote, please.
Vote, please. Okay, that's unanimous again.
As for the chair, we have Vanda. Let's put her hand up for chair or vice. Nobody else for chair.
Will you propose?
I'll propose Vanda then.
Thank you, President Gandhi.
Chair? I'll second that.
Chair's happy with the second round. Can we have a vote on that, please? I believe that's unanimous once more. So then,
Vice, given that Vanda is now chair, and we have one person's hand up, which was Keith.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
propose Keith.
Propose
Happy
Keith.
with that?
Well, okay, Colin?
Propose it.
And then,
all in favour?
yeah.
Fantastic, unanimous.
Do you have a second?
That brings us to finance, am I correct?
You are. For finance, we have 7 names.
Oh, no, it's not so much come on.
That would be 6 need to be elected. So we have had invitations from Colin, Keith, Mike, Vanda, Kate, Joe, and yourself.
Then, in the interest of fairness, I will remove myself from the vote and let's just make it a nice, simple, simple vote. Are we happy to propose that committee? I'll let her choose. And the seconder, and a vote, please. We're voting for
Finance.
Colin, Keith, Mike, and Kate. So that was unanimous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
In indications for chair, we have 1, which is Joe.
Fantastic. Anyone happy to propose that? Lovely.
Second.
Second. All in favour? Fantastic. So that's 2 abstentions, am I correct? Okay.
And for vice, we have Vanda.
And Mike.
Oh, sorry, yes, Mike and Vanda. Both hands up for vice.
Okay, so shall we take a proposal for
Those are
one?
the vote, yeah.
Will anyone propose Mike Jackman?
Yeah, I'll second that then.
Okay. Can we take a vote on that, please? 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, that's okay.
That's fine.
And then do you have a proposal and a seconder for Vanda?
You have a proposal for Brandon?
Not me.
With, okay, then in that case,
That falls.
it's Michael. Yep.
Okay, someone wants to like that?
Planning,
Planning.
sadly, we're too short for planning.
I'll stick my name in for chair or vice chair again.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, Dan.
We're 1 short now then.
Anyone
So
else?
currently we have Robert, Keith, Mike, Jackie and Dan. We need 1 more
People put their head above the parapet.
for planning. Yeah, the committee is 6.
Remind me what time, I know that I've got it up here, but what time?
3:30
Yeah.
every 3rd Wednesday. Nice and,
That's another.
nice and difficult.
It looks like that's a no, so I think we'll just have to vote on that committee as 5, if that's all right.
3 is quorum, so
Yeah, we should be all right. Will anyone propose that committee, please? Dan will. Will anyone second that? Penny will. All in favour?
sorry, that's done.
That is unanimous.
And then for vice chair,
Chair.
we have, oh, sorry, for chair, excuse me. We have Robert and Dan for chair. So we have those 2, so we need a proposal and second during the vote.
I'll propose Robert.
Anyone second that? Keith will second that. Can we have a vote on that, please?
I can vote for myself, I suppose.
Go for it. I don't.
Sorry, and then is there a proposer and a seconder for councillor Clover?
I'll propose John.
And I'll second,
Okay. All in favour?
Sorry, is this deputy?
I thought this was chair still.
That's all right, no, chair.
Sorry, this is chair, sorry.
This is chair.
This is still chair.
This is still chair.
So hands up for Dan for chair. So I thought it was to make it simple.
Three,
Fantastic. Four.
four. Okay, so it's, in that case, it is Robert.
So for vice, we have Mike and Dan, you happy, Sam? Yeah.
I'll propose Dan.
I'll second that.
Right. Fantastic. All in favour of Dan? Unanimous. So again, we'll let that go.
Okay. Last one, HR. HR is a committee that sits for 4 years, established at each election. However, changes occur because the deputy chair of the council is on HR by default, and the chair of the council cannot be on HR. So there would be changes affected this year because Lily, who was on HR, will have to come off because she's now the chair of the council, and Joan was already on HR but would be there anyway as a result of being vice chair. The committee is up to 6, and we have indications from Robert, Colin, Joan, Kate, Jackie and Keith.
Could you have my name as well, please? I must have missed that one, I do apologise.
So we need a vote then, unless there's any others.
So, no, we just vote on that.
No, you still need to be a vote, should they? And
Oh,
currently,
sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you say them again, please?
Yeah, sorry. that was
sorry,
my fault.
Robert, Colin, Joan, Kate, Jackie, Keith and Vanda now. However, councillor Cox is also on the committee.
I'm happy to give up the position because I've really got a lot to do with the charity.
Thank you.
So out of those names, we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we have 7.
Okay, so do we need to just go through the list and vote on each one?
I think vote on each name.
Okay, so will anyone propose Robert? Thank you. Will anyone second Robert? Jackie? All in favour of Robert? Thank you.
We're just voting on membership at the moment.
Just voting on membership just because there's too many. Will anyone propose Colin?
I'll propose Colin.
Will anyone second Colin? Jackie and Colin.
Those in favour?
Those in favour? Will anyone propose Joan?
She's there by default, so
Yeah,
that's done.
Right. Will anyone propose Kate?
No.
Okay, we've got options again. Will anyone second Kate?
Yep.
Yeah. All in favour of Kate?
Second, yeah.
Okay. Will anyone propose Jackie?
Yes.
Fantastic, can we just put those down?
Numbers.
All in favour of Jackie?
So, yeah.
Will anyone propose Keith? And second, Rob or Jackie? All in favour of Keith? And will anyone propose Vanda? Thank you, Penny. Second of David. Lovely. And all in favour of Vanda?
Four.
Is that 5? Okay. Oh,
Sorry, could you just do those hands again, please? 1, 2, 3, 5.
Fabulous, thank you.
So with 8s and 7s, that's Robert, Colin, Joan, well, not Joan because she's there by herself, Kate, Jackie and Keith.
Okay,
And the chairs and that will get set by that committee because they have different preferences.
so we don't need to do chair and vice chair, so lovely, a little bit less for us to do. We now move on to outside bodies. This is going to be hopefully quite simple. Are we just voting on this one? Again, voting on
I would suggest you just find names because I think there's probably not going to be many areas of competition.
Okay,
And then vote on block to the outside bodies.
so read out all the names and then vote on block. Do we, and is 2 acceptable for all of us? Because we've got
No,
3.
those. One. That is 2. That is 2. 2. And that is.
So this one and this one we need to vote on separately. So we'll start with, if it's all right,
Unless somebody withdraws.
we have the Devon Association of Local Councils. We have both Kate and Joe put their names forward. However, we can only have one, so we will need to vote on
I'm
that.
happy for you to do it.
Well, if you're, I'm doing rather a lot. If you're happy to take that on, that'd be great. I was to try and convince Jackie she won't want to do it.
Unless anyone else wants to.
Then it's a question of circulating
Yeah,
information.
yeah.
And then AGM of this.
Chamber of Commerce.
Okay, so the next one is the Timoth Chamber of Commerce. We have Joan and Van who both put their names forward. So,
Excuse me, Reverend Helen Bell needs to leave.
of course, please excuse me.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'll get to the end of this. No, just vote on block.
Oh, right, yeah, but,
We'll go through.
right, okay.
So Lily's just picked out 2 where there was
Two.
contention.
So shall we have both Joan and Van want to stand for Timoth Chamber of Commerce? Sorry, can't say that. Will anyone propose Joan?
Yes.
Colin will propose Joan, will second that? Kate will?
Yeah.
Okay, will anyone, oh, sorry, all in favour of Joan for the Timoth Chamber of Commerce? Okay. And we have Vanda, will anyone propose Vanda? Fantastic, will anyone second that? Darren will, lovely, and all in favour of Vanda?
And if you work yourself.
No, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. So,
Just
the
look at all the
rest,
others, a single name.
can I just read them out then? So we've got Harbour Consultative Committee, we have Colin. For the Teen Estuary and Coastal Partnership Steering Group, we have Robert and Keith. For the Teen Bridge Association of Local Councils, we have Joan. For the Town Centre Management Partnership, we have Robert and Vanda. For the
Sorry,
Super-
Madam Chair, what about number 3?
Julie Cousins Trust, I don't have anything down for that, should I?
No, we shouldn't. We discussed this because, it's because they appointed the person of the town council as a trustee, which was great in the old days, in the modern
David, sorry, could you stand for us?
sorry, in the modern, with the code of conduct, etc. It's not, you couldn't actually do what you're supposed to do as a district trustee, because you have to leave the room whenever the council ever discussed it. So it's not a good idea to have councillors as trustees, active councillors. So we can have an observer, but we can't have a trustee, I don't think.
And I think that applies, doesn't it, to Mary Wisdom Charity?
We also don't have a name trust.
They're the same thing, aren't they?
Or the two are about those as well, wasn't
They're
there?
listed separately.
And there's a soup kitchen trust as
Yeah,
well.
that's what I said. So it's those 3, but
But none of them are as trustees.
No,
It's in the
Went to that, we were voting for trustees.
No,
No,
but
no.
what I'm saying is you're not nominating anybody to be a trustee in this. So they're just a representative,
They'll just be as representative.
so the problem isn't there.
So I've got two soup kitchen trusts in there. So Timoth Remembrance Committee, we have Robert Vander, Timoth David Clan, we have Joan Keith, Coastal Engagement Group, we have Joan, OPCC Advocate Scheme, we have Joan, Timoth Chamber Policy, we have Joan Vander. Are we happy with that list? Will anyone propose it?
Excuse me.
Oh, yes, please.
I was on the Timoth Hospital stakeholder panel. They haven't had meetings for quite a while, but I'd like to stay there in case they do.
Okay, can we vote?
Am I on there?
No, no.
Okay, that's fine, sorry, I didn't hear it.
About the civil emergency, number 13.
That hasn't gone anywhere yet. And actually, Timbers have just let their civil emergency lady go
Right.
to save some money.
I'll have to stay on the orange rooms. Last one.
Brilliant, thank you. Anyone else want to
Oh, and
say?
Anne-Marie Morris is no longer an MP.
Well, and that needs to be struck because the new MP doesn't conduct the forum. So there's no point, that can just come out.
Brilliant, okay. We'll move that. Fantastic. So, will anyone propose that group on block?
I will.
Thank you, Kate. Will anyone second that? Vanda? All in favour of that group on block? Unanimous. Fantastic. We move on to the Operation Menai Bridge, which the council is asked to vote to accept. Can you vote on that?
Not particularly, this is Operation London Bridge, which was in place when the last Queen passed, has now been replaced with Operation Menai Bridge. It's just the government stipulated protocols would follow in the event of a significant national figure passing. So it's just to be noted really, and we pray it doesn't happen.
Okay, thank you. On to the next, we have the arrangements for insurance. To note that the council has in place adequate arrangements for insurance cover in respect of all insurable risks. The policy is due for renewal in June of 2026.
It's a statutory statement we have to make at this time every year.
Fantastic. This next one is this again, sorry, I'm just reviewing notes and not vote.
Just noted.
So the insurance declaration, obviously you have the wording before you, I'm not going to read it out to you because I feel like it's quite long. So that will be noted.
I think that's one,
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. The appointment of the internal auditor.
yes. So Louise, our local RFO, has produced a paper with a recommendation. Obviously the names are redacted. She went out to an auditors group basically and asked for bids, and A to E is what was received. Her conclusion is on page 46. And is recommending either A or E. What I can say without going into part 2 is E is actually a district or a county council. And we have some twitchiness around that choice because Cambridge, with that's 2 months' notice, who did payroll for us, then said we're not doing payroll, which 2 months before the 1st of April was not helpful. So proper officer's recommendation would be A in support of the RFA.
Thank you for that. So we need to vote then, do we?
Or
On A.
we need someone to propose which one and then vote on it.
I propose A.
I'll second.
Okay, what's second A? Can we vote on that then? I do believe that's all except one abstention.
So it's all.
All of one abstention.
I mean, the reason for it is our auditor has retired, so he's concluding this year, and then he's off to put his feet up.
Sounds lovely.
So
We,
who's the proposal and second? Did you get that? Yeah, got it, thank you.
the next item is recommended to defer.
Just to cover all, but if there's anything in standing orders that we haven't dealt with at the annual meeting, it's deferred, it's just a standard statement to,
Do we need to vote on that one or are we happy to just? No.
vote on it, please.
Vote on it. So,
Can I ask a question?
of course, Cameron.
Mr. President, have we actually got a date for it when it's going to be deferred to further discussion?
Well, there might actually be almost nothing in it. It's just a standard agenda item. So anything that we haven't covered tonight would be due.
In June?
Yes, next meeting. I don't know if you remember, last year's May meeting, we ended up having 2 meetings in May because it took a little bit longer than it has tonight.
That's almost a lifetime ago.
It certainly was a lifetime.
So sorry, did I see Rob proposing that?
I propose we defer.
Anyone to second the deferral? Wonderful, fantastic. Can we please have all in favour? Thank you very much. I believe that brings us to the end of our agenda. Is that correct?
You can close the meeting, Chair.
I will close the meeting.
Just an FYI, if I may, the annual council photograph will be before the July meeting, so 14th of July at 5:30.
Thank you.
Don't be late, you won't be in it.